Welcome to AndyTube. This is part 6 of a series of a Singer Model 404 restoration. And in part 6 I'm going to be taking off the bobbin winding system. The bobbin winding system consists of 3 main parts. The bobbin winder frame with pulley spindle, the bobbin winder stop, and down here mounted to the bed is the bobbin winder tension bracket. And those 3 main parts comprise a total of 13 parts once you get them all disassembled. And I usually start with the frame and pulley spindle. This rubber is actually called the bobbin winder friction ring. The bobbin winder friction ring is better known as the bobbin winder tire. And you just kind of peel it right off of the pulley there. And it does kind of look like a tire, so I guess that's how it's got its name. And you really can't take the winder frame pulley spindle assembly off until the hand wheel's off. So now that we got the hand wheel off, this is the screw that we want to remove. And it's called the bobbin winder frame hinge screw. Hinge like that. And it can be in there pretty good, so be sure you get a screwdriver that fits the slot well. A good part to pre-soften with WD-40 or something similar. And it loosens lefty-loosey. And there we go. So behind the screw in the bracket here, there's a bobbin winder frame spring and bobbin winder frame spring washer. I think it's going to be about ready to come out here. There we go. So here is the bobbin winder frame spring. It's not a long spring, but it's a very stiff and heavy duty. And then what holds that spring in and what holds the frame in the right position is this spring washer. If I can get it off of here. I don't think this has ever been off. There we go. So that sits right, mounts on the back of the frame, and then you put the spring in, and then the spring washer, this tail goes in a little guide hole like that. So the spring would be inside this kind of tube hollow place, and then you would tighten it like that. And let's see if we can work this out. This screw should come out. Well, it's in there pretty good. Let's see if I can. There we go. Yeah, lots of grunge, and it's a typical thing. You know, you get oil and you get dust, and the oil breaks down over time, leaves a varnish, collects the dust and grit. But anyway, that's the main the frame and pulley spindle assembly. Get this back off so I don't forget it. And then next I want to take off this bobbin winder stop up here. And it's called the stop. It's adjustable. It's called the stop because you can adjust it to how full you want the bobbin to fill before it pushes away from the body and stops, and that's what this stop does here. So let me find the right, that looks pretty good, find the right screw here, and see if I can, oops, maybe I can come in from this side like that. This will be stuck in there, but like anything else, get the best fitting screwdriver you have, and it's lefty loosey. There you go. So bobbin winder stop, and of course this little polished screw is the bobbin winder stop screw. So you can see why I take it off. Varnished oil everywhere, dirt behind it. Okay, the last of the three main parts is the bobbin winder tension bracket. This assembly, there's a washer and a screw and a spring inside there, and that actually puts tension on the thread before it goes up to wind the bobbin. And one of the biggest problems I see people doing is winding their bobbins too fast or bypassing this. But that's what that's for. And you should be able to stick your fingernail behind that washer and feel that spring flexing around and snapping around. I take apart and I completely disassemble it to clean it. Because if your bobbin isn't wound correctly, then it throws your whole upper tension off just from that. So having this clean and adjusted right and winding at a moderate speed, not too fast, is the best way to avoid bobbin winding problems. So this screw right in the front is the bobbin winder tension disc screw. So we'll come in there again with a good fitting screwdriver and lefty loosey. When you take this off, it's going to go easy, and then it's going to get a little hard because the screw goes all the way through to the back of the bracket, and that's where it actually tightens. So a whole bunch of little parts are going to come off here. So get them separated here. There's four parts to, oh, don't go away, screw. There's 4 parts to this. So you have the bobbin winder tension disc screw and the bobbin winder tension disc screw washer and the bobbin winder tension disc spring. Very lightweight, little tiny lightweight spring, and then the bobbin winder tension disc. So the thread is going behind the back of this disc and the front of the bracket here. That's where the tension comes in. So we've got those 4 parts off now. So we're actually going to take the rest of the bobbin winder tension bracket. It's held on by a bobbin winder tension bracket screw that screws right into the bed of the machine here. So screwdriver that fits good, and it's lefty loosey. That came off pretty easy. And just screw that out. So there's the pretty polished screw. And here's the bracket. So that disc goes there. That's where the thread goes between. and this is the back of the bracket where the screws fasten. So that's all the bobbin winder parts, those 3 parts and 13 pieces. Now you got them off. You can clean in here, clean all the areas, and clean all the parts. Not too bad. So thanks for watching that, and a good idea to clean those. The next part, I'm going to do the feed regulator. Now that I've got the hinge screw exposed, I'll show you how to do this part. Thanks so much for coming back to watch this video, or if you're a first-time visitor, it is a whole series I'll be doing. Take care.